After you attempted to betray your father, Isamo Tahar, he tried to set an example by executing you and the other conspirators in front of his followers. General Noria saved you and took you under his wing. Despite the Mage Wars being over, disquieting developments have taken.
Nortander, the cradle of human civilization. We know war. It has been at our side for millennia, coming and going with the indifference of the tides. Our most recent sprouted from rebellion. For reasons unknown, a mage by the name of Isamo Tahar gathered the noble houses behind him in an attempt to overthrow the crown. His magic brought mayhem. Arcane fires burnt towns to ashes. Abominations ravaged the battlefields. Men and women were torn apart with the snap of a finger. Only a sacrifice by our queen achieved what none had thought possible: an end to the slaughter. The Mage War was over. The crown had won, and a ban on magic was enacted. Now the people once more believe that their suffering has come to an end. They hope. They dream. But the tides don't change.
The barracks. Memories float through their halls like fireflies in a misty swamp. While some of them are pleasant, most of them are not. Save for your friend Bertrand, your comrades shunned you, and your promotion into the ranks of the Wolf Guard did not make things any better. Can you blame them? After all, you are the child—
Hey, Tahar, wake up! What in blazes is wrong with you?
Bertrand, why did you wake me?
Let me think. Because you just woke the entire barracks with your screaming? Not the best way to make an impression on the new recruits, don't you think? It was that dream again, wasn't it? The nightmare.
Yes.
Look, I know I've said this before, but you did the right thing back then. Your father, he was a madman. Defying him was the only sane thing to do.
Not everyone in the Royal Army seems to agree on that.
Well, then they are fools. All they want is a scapegoat, and you, as Asamo Tahar's child, are the best one they got their hands on. Honestly, you shouldn't need me to remind you about that.
It wasn't the dream about the cave. It was the one I've been having since I was a child.
That one. Well, what can I say? You're one tormented soul, my friend. But probably that's why we get along so well.
Yeah, probably.
But still, sometimes I can't help but feel that you still feel guilty about betraying Asamo. Just don't, all right? You did the right thing.
I know, Bertrand. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for, isn't it? For what it's worth, at least, the new laws will prevent something like that from ever happening again. Magic is dangerous, and your father and his rebellion were all the proof for that. We can't just allow mages to run around using their powers as they please. There just need to be limits, rules. And the new laws are just that. A rule set plain and simple. Those mages the Purity branded, they chose their own fate. They were criminals and murderers.
I'm a mage too. What if one day they decide that I'm also a defiler?
Come on, don't be ridiculous. You're a battle mage of the Royal Army, of the Wolf Guard, for heck's sake. You use your powers for the greater good, unlike the ones who are being sentenced.
Corporal Tahar, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb.
What is it?
Lord Marshal Angar and General Noria have requested your presence. You and Corporal Carpel are to report to them in the Hall of War as soon as possible.
What's it about?
I'm not in a position to tell.
All right then. Shall we go together, Tahar? I've been meaning to stretch my legs anyway.
Sure. Thank you, boy. You can leave.
Of course. Corporal Tahar? Corporal Carpel?
You should put some clothes on first.
Oh, really? Thanks for reminding me.
Ready? Then let's go.
Yes? Yes?
I'm ready.
What do we need? Got it. It's quite empty. Where are all the recruits?
Out for the drills or in the halls of justice, I guess. There's a trial taking place right now.
Another mage?
Yeah, some elven woman, I believe.
What's next?
Acknowledged. Let's see.
Understood. Now would you look
Interesting.
at that?
Nothing important there, Tahar. Just some provisions.
Will do. Got it.
Of course.
You'll regret this.
Pray tell.
Understood.
Take them down!
Interesting.
Orders? Understood. Yes.
Will do. Let's see.
Acknowledged. Let's see.
No city of Northander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian ruins that once crowned King's Mountain, its walls and towers were made to withstand every foe and army, from the great Orcish horde to a swarm of dragons. It was here that the Mage Wars came to an end, after an unknown rebel warned the crown of your father's planned attack. You remember the battle that followed all too well. Though many soldiers were...
Ah, finally, some fresh air. Come on, Tahar. Let's head to the North Tower.
Got it.
Quite the view, isn't it? Just doesn't get old. Still hard to believe that some 1,000 years ago, somebody actually built this place.
May the light have mercy on you.
There she goes. No more magic for you.
I still can't believe the Lord Marshal is allowing them to do this in Greykeep. Weren't they an underground movement just some moons ago?
They were. Things changed quickly, it seems.
Who was she?
No idea. She might have been with the rebels the army recently took out near Windwall. They still haven't given up. By all that can be said about your father, he certainly had his followers. They're like weeds. Whenever you think you've gotten them all, you find a new patch eating away the seeds somewhere.
I didn't know the Iron Mask kills right away.
Well, from what I've heard, there are two ways it can go. Either it makes you lose your magic, and then slowly your sanity, or it causes a brain rupture once it's branded onto your face. Seems that this woman suffered the latter.
Now, let's move on.
Sure.
Yes? Who are you?
Just two soldiers. We saw the branding. Impressive work.
What do you want?
Could you tell me more about the purity of light? About your faith?
Oh, you're a seeker.
Not really.
Well, I will do my best to answer your questions.
What's your problem with mages?
We don't have a problem with mages. We have a problem with defilers.
What's the difference?
Well, a mage is someone who has the ability to tap into the power the All-Father Aeonir used to create the universe. It's a burden, and we are well aware of how some mages suffer. However, having that ability by itself is not a sin. Using it is. Man should not have that power, regardless of stature or morality.
But that's what defilers do. They have no humility. They recklessly indulge in their magic and use it for their own purposes. Asamo Tahar is the best example. He showed the world how foul and dangerous uncontrolled magic can be.
What about battle mages? There are mages in the Royal Army, too.
Well, technically they are defilers too, but they are a necessary evil, so to speak. Mages are powerful, and in order to keep Northander safe from them, they might be needed. It sounds paradoxical, I know, but it's the truth.
But can't magic also be used for good?
It's not about good or bad, it's about humility. Man was never meant to use magic, and the disregard of this fact is what made the world the violent, corrupted place that it is. So yes, magic can heal as much as it can kill, but that does not change that we are not allowed to meddle with it. We are not gods, soldier, we are men, and until we know our place again, Aeonir will not return.
This woman, what does she do?
That one? She was one of Asamo Tahar's rebels. They hid in wind walls, but the Royal Army took out their camp. She summoned a beast that tore apart 13 soldiers before they finally pinned her down. It's good that the mask put an end to her right away.
Do you have some kind of leader? Your movement originated in Greyfell, correct?
Movement. I don't think you quite understand who we are, soldier. But I have faith that you will soon enough. Regarding your first question, yes, we do. Harbinger of Light
or Rondar Lacane, as his worldly name is known. He is out of the city at the moment, but if you want a chance to hear his sermons yourself, he will return to Greykeep 1 or 2 days from now.
What exactly do you believe in? I've been told the purity of light renounces the Guardians. Is that true?
Renounce? No. The Guardians, as well as the renegade gods, are Aeonir's creation, and they are as truthful as he is. They left us.
What do you mean by they left?
Well, they were only temporary to begin with. Aeonir created them to tend to our world as long as mankind is corrupted. But now he wants to return to our world. And the Guardians have gone back to their slumber.
Aeonir wants to return?
Yes, Aeonir will return to this world. 12 moons ago, the Harbinger of Light, our leader, had visions where the All-Father himself spoke to him. He said that after all the suffering we, his creation, had to endure, the time has come to bring peace again. He will reveal himself to us, and will make this world one of freedom, peace, and equality again.
And how exactly will he do this? It's not like there's no reason our world is the way it is.
It's a god we are talking about, not a guardian, but a true god. The only god, the creator. You're making the mistake I made before the Harbinger showed me the truth too. You are trying to apply human thinking to something that never was human to begin with.
And why hasn't he returned yet?
Well, that's the reason we're here. Aeonir also told the Harbinger something else, that he will only return once mankind has become pure again.
Pure?
Yes. Free of the wrong faith. Free of defilers. That's our mission. And once we've succeeded, the Harbinger will open the gates so that Aeonir can step through.
Interesting.
That's one word for it.
Well, thanks for your help. I'll be going.
Certainly. Aeonir's light guide your path, soldier.
Understood. I'm ready.
Now would you look at that?
Of course. So tell me, Tahar, is it just me, or has the General changed?
Now that came out of nowhere.
I mean, back when I joined the Wolf Guard, he was so different, passionate about our cause. But now, I don't know.
Well, the war did take its toll on him, that's for sure. But I think that goes for all of us, doesn't it?
Probably. In war, ideals are a luxury, aren't they?
I guess.
Let's
Interesting.
see.
Will do.
Yes.
Let's see.
Acknowledged. Understood.
That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Of course.
Interesting. Let's see.
Acknowledged. Yes.
Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponent.
Understood.
Let's see.
Look at that. The fabled Wolf Guard has arrived. Always good to see some friendly faces.
Sergeant Esme?
Always so stern, Bertrand. What do you need? Some early morning practice?
Why not? What do you think, Tahar?
Who are we fighting?
Well, what does it look like? Recruits. Some of them almost know what they're doing, but some others could really use some actual sparring. So, what do you say?
Well, I guess I could do with some practice.
Good. Then get in the ring. Brandon, Ronan, come here.
Yeah,
See these two over there? You'll fight them.
but they're Wolfguard.
Correct. I've seen you two train, and you won't last a second out in the field. Time for you to get some real practice.
But
Get in the ring.
as you command.
Quite the dragon, isn't she? Let's go easy on them, Tahar.
All right, lads, here we go again. Show the corporal what you're made of.
Yes.
Wait! You won, all right? I yield! I said I yield, damn it!
All right, corporal. I think they've had enough. Well done, lads. Now get back to the barracks and have someone see to those wounds, all right?
Poor sods.
The sergeant is right. If they're going to survive out there, they need proper training. In other words, we did them a favor.
One way to see it.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Interesting.
Good work. Those pals aren't without talent, but they're far too spoiled by these walls. Hang on a moment. Here. I've heard talk about a new mission, and something tells me it's the reason the Lord Marshal wants to see you. And I guess you could use these.
A friendly gesture. I almost forgot how that felt.
Don't be so dramatic. So, what do you say? Tired already? My boys could do with more real combat like that.
What do you think, Tahar?
Yeah, why not? I could use some more practice.
Great. Let's make it more of a challenge this time. Get in the ring when you're ready. You there! Yes, Yes, you wolf guards! Get your asses over here!
Are you talking to us, Sergeant?
I am. I want you to fight Corporal Tahar and Carpal.
And just when did we become your recruits?
You're not. But my recruits need to see some real combat. And a fight between 5 brethren of the Wolf Guard would be quite the show.
Look, we don't have time for...
We'll fight.
But...
Get in the ring.
On your marks, and fight! Trying to do, for heck's sake? Get yourself killed? This is practice, and Tahar beat you. You might not be my unit, but this is my ring. Get out of there!
This isn't over, Tahar. I swear it.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy! Again!
Blazes. That guy fought as if he wanted to kill you. Aren't you Wolf Guard soldiers supposed to be, I don't know, friends?
We are. I had no idea what got into him.
Maybe, nonsense. Never mind.
What is it?
Just a stupid thought. Forget about it.
Bertrand, tell me.
No idea how much you remember from that night when we freed you, but as I told you, Anselm was there, together with his sister. Your father, he killed her. Judging by the look on Anselm's face, he hates your guts. So maybe...
You think he's blaming me for her death?
I don't know, maybe.
That's stupid.
You're telling me. But anyway, it's just an assumption. I might be completely wrong.
Anyway, here. You should take this as an apology. It was a stupid idea to have you fight each other. I'd suggest another round, but I suppose you've had enough by now. And the Lord Marshal's waiting for you.
Who do we fight?
Well, to be honest, I don't think there's much point in having you beat more recruits, but seeing you fight has reminded me that lately, I haven't had a lot of practice neither.
You want to fight us?
2 versus 1?
You don't count, Bertrand.
Very funny.
Come on, let's not overthink this. Let's get in the ring. Yes, that's it! Now again! Remember, eyes locked onto your opponent! Good. Then let's dance. Ready, Tahar? Good. Recruits, ready your weapons! Alright, this is enough.
Oof. The years have really taken their toll on me. This would have gone down differently some years ago.
That's what they all say.
Sod off, Carpal.
Jokes aside, thanks for the practice. That was a damn good fight. Let's just hope seeing their sergeant in the dust like this doesn't make the recruits act all cocky again.
Well, if it does, you'll be there to show them their place.
I guess. Anyway, you should go see the Marshal now. Good luck, you two. Stay safe. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Understood. Yes?
Don't know what they're talking about, if you ask me.
Ha! But that's the problem, Casper. They won't ask us. Not them high and mighty Lightbringers. Not them royal counselors. Not even the Lord Marshal. I mean, why would they? We're just two cripples.
Who won a fucking war for them?
Us? But it was the Queen. Don't you remember? The Queen with her mighty powers.
Of course. How could I forget? You know what's worse? How they still dare to keep that Tahar filth in our ranks. Might as well fucking spit right in our faces.
You're telling me.
Pray tell.
Is there a problem?
What's it to you?
Oh, I'm just being curious. I thought I heard you talking about the Mage Wars.
Well, we did. Who... Wait a moment. I think I know you, don't I?
You might. Take a good look.
Hi.
By the fucking claws of Nor. That's Tahar. That's the fucking betrayer's child.
Shit, you're right. Hey, Tahar. You want to know a secret?
What?
That.
All right, you'll regret this.
Will I? What do you want to do? Tear us apart with your fucking magic right in front of the purity? Just like your father, huh? Bloody defilers. We should just have the purity hang the whole lot of you. Now, sod off! My day's been shit enough as it is.
Look, I understand that this gets to you, but you have to stay calm, all right? Anything else will just stoke the fire.
I don't think it ever mattered what I said or did.
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Farewell.
Few people know the story behind the impressive hall, with its gilded pillars and domed roof. It was constructed in 6542 by King Arif Eilith as a monument to his greatness. Arif was known for his cruelty and decadence. When after a fight...
This isn't the Hall of War. You know that, don't you?
No, Bertrand, I forgot. But I want to see this trial you were talking about.
Well, it's probably already started. Let's go take a look.
What do we need?
Understood.
And you swear by the light that your words are the truth.
I swear.
So be it. Do you have anything to say in your defense, Elf?
What do you want me to say? That I used my magic to kill those soldiers? Yes, I did. And I would do it again. Because they tried to kill me.
She's lying, for heck's sake! That bloody witch is lying!
You know what? You're right. I killed these men just because I liked it. Then I cooked a potion from their entrails and finally found myself a nice little broom to fly off into the moonlight.
Do you think this is the time for jesting?
I don't. But for the past hour, I have done nothing but repeat the same story over and over again.
for which you have no evidence.
Yes, and neither do you. But you know, that's the great thing about religious idiots like you. You always pick the story you like most. Now go ahead. Get that pretty little mask on my face already. I'm sure Aeonir would enjoy that as much as seeing elven mages raped by Leonider soldiers.
Heresy. This is heresy.
Area of Finnanmere. You are hereby found guilty of breaking the new laws by using magic to slay 3 soldiers of the royal army. The punishment will be death by the pike and shall be carried out by the morrow. The trial is over.
That's tough.
Who's that woman? The older one?
You don't know? Alright, now that surprises me. That was Amaria Leonider, the only surviving member of House Leonider. All of her sons died in the final battle of the Nortander army against your father's rebels.
She seemed to be very upset by what the elves said about Aeonir.
Yeah, no wonder. She's one of the most fervent followers of the Purity. Probably also one of the reasons why they could get so much influence within the crown. House Leonider was one of the greatest armies in Nortander. But let's go, shall we? I wouldn't want to keep the Lord Marshal waiting any longer.
The betrayer's child. So they still haven't thrown you into a dungeon, have they?
What's your problem?
My problem? Maybe that Isamo Tahar's child is allowed to run around the keep and wear the Nortander badge like none of what your father did ever happened.
I risked my life to help Nortander, and my father wanted to kill me for it. You're aware of that, right?
That's what you'd like people to believe, isn't it? Well, here's what I think really happened. You saw that you couldn't escape with your father when the Wolf Guard came to get you. So, you decided to play traitor instead.
If that were true, I would have rejoined the rebellion the first chance I got.
Maybe you tried. Or maybe there's a bigger scheme behind all this and you're just waiting for the right moment to stab the crown in the back. I'll make sure you see the light one day, Tahar. Trust me, I will.
Orders?
Now would you look at that?
Yes? Who? Wait. You are Corporal Tahar, aren't you? The betrayer's child.
Some call me that.
I've heard things about you. In any case, is there something you need? I have business to attend to.
What did this woman do?
She killed 3 soldiers of the Nortander army. Though I am not certain how this concerns you.
Who are you? I haven't seen you in Greykeep before.
That is very possible, since I have only just arrived. I'm Caspar Taris, servant of the light and Lord Angar's appointed judge, to trial all these who refuse to abide by the new laws.
So the Purity is creating the laws now?
No, we only aid Lord Angar in enforcing them.
I'll be off.
Acknowledged. Yes.
Got it.
I'm ready.
Let's see.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower.
Here we are. Now let's find the Lord Marshal and the General.
Yeah, they're probably in the Hall of War. Pray tell. You know, Tahar, there's something I've been wondering about lately.
What?
All this, the army, the Wolf Guard, the crown, does it fulfill you?
What do you mean?
It just, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Tahar, that's the cellar, not the war room. You know that, right?
I was just wondering why it looks as if it hasn't been open for years. Isn't that where they store some provisions in case of a siege?
Well, good question. You'll have to ask the quartermaster about that. Let's see. Acknowledged. What are you doing? These are General Noria's quarters.
Understood.
All right, here we go. Ready to go in?
You sound nervous.
Nervous? No. Never mind. Come on, let's go in.
The Hall of War is not only where most of Northander politics are conducted, but also where...
I said dismissed.
But all we need is more time. The cure is within reach, and we...
You've had your time, and what did you achieve? Nothing. People are dying as we speak, and if we do not stop this plague right now, it'll wipe out all of Greyfell next. Once you've found a cure, fine, we will use it, but for now, this is the only way.
I understand, Lord Marshal. Forgive me for my failure.
Dismissed.
Tahar, get up.
Lord Marshal, General Noria, you wanted to see us?
We did. Sentenza?
Yes. What do you know about the Bloodburn?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
So, our commitment to secrecy worked for a change. That's refreshing.
The Bloodburn is a plague. The first time we heard about it was about 3 months ago. For almost a moon's turn now, every capable alchemist of Greyfell and Everlight has been searching for a cure, and there are rumors that the elves, the dwarves, and even the greenskins are affected by it as well. Problem is, we are nowhere near a solution, and recently there's been a massive outbreak at a village near Greyfell, Leonon.
And am I right to assume that this Bloodburn is lethal?
Absolutely. It's by far the most dangerous plague EO has seen since the Red Fever. It corrupts a person's blood, hence the name. It starts with a light fever and some nausea. Within a week, people will bleed from their mouths and their eyes. We don't know what causes it, and so far, no medicine has shown to help. Once the first symptoms show, it goes quickly. The blood forms blisters, which eventually burst open, and by then, the fever already causes an excruciating pain. After that, it's over quickly. Within the next few days, the victim will bleed out like a slaughtered pig.
Tiara's breath.
Indeed.
Any idea what causes it? How does it spread?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. Some things seem to suggest that it's contagious, whereas some alchemists believe the infections occur at random.
At random?
Well, not entirely. Apparently there's a pattern, but it seems almost too ridiculous to say it.
The infected we've talked to, many of them have reported hearing, I don't know how to put it, noises around where the infection must have taken place.
Noises?
Yes. Some of them even said it sounded like a voice. Superstitious nonsense, of course. But it might suggest that it's more than a mere disease, which is troubling.
A curse. That is what you're suggesting, isn't it?
A curse? No. If anything, I think it might be some kind of magical anomaly. However, you're not here to muse about the causes of the plague. We have scholars set on that. You're here because the Wolf Guard will set out on a mission. Sent as it.
We have to find a way to contain the outbreak in that village, Leonon. If the infections reach Greyfell, we will be faced with a catastrophe that will make the Mage Wars look like a pleasant dream. Thus, we, together with a small division of Nortander's soldiers, will travel to Leonon and assess the situation and see what we can do.
What's my role in this?
What kind of question is that? You're a member of the Wolf Guard and this is a royal mission. End of story.
I understand. But if there's no cure, how can we contain it?
We'll see when we get there.
If the bloodburn is deadly, how do we protect ourselves when we get into the contaminated territory?
Again, we haven't understood the bloodburn's distribution pattern yet, so there's a chance it'll not affect you anyway. But to make sure, our alchemists have prepared a concoction that's supposed to protect against the infection.
Supposed to protect?
Well, it did work for our scouts. We'll simply have to take the risk.
Understood. When do we set out?
Tomorrow at first light. Just get your things and your potion from the alchemist downstairs. His name is Albertus de Reims. Then meet me at the gate when you're ready. Anything else, Lord Marshal Arendir?
No. Just solve the problem.
We will.
Of course. Will do. Understood. Huh. Interesting. Yes.
Are you Albertus de Reims?
Depends on who's asking.
Corporal Carpel and Corporal Tahar, Wolfguard. We were told you can give us a medicine that can protect against the bloodburn?
Ah, so that's you. Yes, here are your potions. Drink 2 sips of it 2 hours before entering the contaminated zone. It lasts for about 7 hours.
And it works?
Of course it works. Just make sure to never go over my suggested dose, otherwise it can be lethal. Now, is there anything else? If not, I've got business to attend to.
No, that was all. Thank you. Let's see.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Now would you look at that? What's next? Understood. Interesting. Will do. Let's see.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy. Again.
Got it.
Acknowledged.
Will do. Now would you look at that?
Of course. Understood.